Hey folks, it's Vic here on a beautiful sunny Saturday morning here in Vancouver. And just before I go, I thought I'd make a quick video in response to a question by one of our members, because I just thought that other aspiring traders might want to see it and hopefully benefit from it. I've been asked about using patterns and our trading approach for very short-term trading, specifically for micro scalping. That means using a 5-minute chart for entry. And yes, you can, of course. Everything we do is scalable, but it is definitely not for everyone, right? You have to understand that. But if it's your thing and that's how you want to be looking to trade, awesome. Okay, I'll now show you an example of a micro scalp in this video. If you like this video, maybe you'd like to see more of them, just give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Maybe leave me a comment. I'd like to know what you think about this. And be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking there's a subscribe button in the bottom right corner of the video, and then you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's have a look at the trade. Now, before I go over the trade, let me say this. Scalping is a two-edged sword. Okay, so first you need to fully understand our approach and how these trades set up, when to take them, when not to take them, okay? If you don't know what you're doing and you rush into this and you're impatient and all the other bad habits that happen, you'll likely wipe out your account. Okay, so I just want to say that up front. But for those willing to put in a bit of time and effort, which we help our members with, there are some good things about short-term trading. So for example, with a micro scalp, which generally have very small initial pit risk, the risk can usually be removed very quickly if you can get just a slight move in your desired direction. And then it gives you the opportunity for a much bigger move. Also, the reward risks, tongue twister, can be very lucrative and in a very short period of time. In this case, I'm going to show you, it was a 4-to-1 reward to risk potential in just over an hour. And it depends on your trade management, but just over an hour, that's pretty good. So, but again, I don't want to mislead anyone and have them think that you just scalp all day long and make a fortune. Okay, you need to be willing to learn the process of effective trading. So let's have a look. So for micro scalping, usually we show scalping examples in our service, but there's nothing wrong with any kind of trading you want to do, right from position trading down to micro scalping. It's the same stuff. It's all scalable. Okay, so for micro scalping, it's all about the time frame combinations, and we watch our higher time frames. We always watch them no matter what our style of trading. In this case, for micro scalping, it'll be like the 4-hour, the 1 hour, and then we enter on a 5-minute chart. In the case of this trade here, what had happened is that these are just levels that I've marked that we always keep an eye on, because we want to see reactions around them, or if there is, or what price does, because we don't have to predict anything. We let price get there. And this level here was important. Why? Because it had this little rally. This is a 4-hour chart, and then it dropped away really, really hard after that. All we want to do is say, hey, what happens when price hits it again? Okay, so we had this rejection here, and on the 1-hour chart, I'll show you that same level. It is right here. That's this level right here. Look at this. See this? This is where that I just showed you on the 4-hour chart, where price fell away hard from. So in the case of the 1-hour chart, you can see the lower highs and lower lows, a rally here, another drop. What happens when price gets back here? Because without getting too detailed on this, if price had rallied and closed above here, that could be the start of a move higher, which we call a bullish rotation. But it didn't. What did it do? It hit this level. Let me zoom this right in. It hit this level, and look at this candle. That's a big rejection. It's what we call an ACAT. And on our entry time frame, so when we see this happen, this is one of the things that we look for. So we go down to our entry time frame, which is a 5-minute chart. Okay, so we get it, setting it up on the 1-hour chart based on the 4-hour chart level. And in the case of the of this one, we had this is on, and by the way, this trade happened on Friday, August the 5th, just so you know, 2022. So we had this this is the big rejection that we just saw on the 1-hour chart. You see it went up like this on a 5-minute chart and came all the way back down. The entry on this is we always sell a rally. So there is a bit of discretion in this. I have a specific way I like to do it. I always sell deep retracements. Now you can sell them at these logical levels like this, okay, like and in here, that's fine. Your stop should be above here, okay, because this is what we call a natural stop, a known place where price stopped going up. And look at this, this is a lot of selling in here. The way I like to sell it, as it turns out, and this is just super lucky, it ended up at the top area here. So I don't want to say that, that's we just get in at the top and out at the bottom. That's ridiculous. But that just happens to be, my objective way of getting in. And then down it went like this. And what I mean, remember I said you can get the risk out quite quickly on these trades? Well, as soon as it got filled, it went straight down like this. And it only needed about a 15 pip risk. And this is a very volatile pair, the British pound Australian dollar. And as it went down and down and down, these are levels down here. You see this old support level here and here? Nothing wrong with taking profit here. And when I say it was a 4-to-1 reward risk, that depends on how you took profit and what your risk tolerance is, etc. Okay, you can look at Fibonacci extensions, and there's all sorts of ways to do it. Just make sure that it makes sense. And this took, like I say, I think about an hour and a half. Is that right? 9:35. Yeah, about an hour and a half for a 4-to-1 reward risk trade, which is quite a logical level. I'll show you what I mean. One thing I like to keep an eye on, and especially with microscalping, you can look at these Fibonacci extensions. Right here's the 127% extension, so it makes a pretty good logical place to take a profit. Again, nothing wrong with these levels. These give you good reward risk as well. Okay, some people don't have the patience or the risk tolerance to see it through to going all the way down here, so they get out earlier. And sometimes you're going to be right, and sometimes not. Okay, so this is trading, and this is all we are doing is playing an odds game here. And these trades, I mean, I wish they all worked out like this. Obviously, they don't. It's like any trading. There's losses and pros and cons to everything. But I think that I just wanted to show you that how you can use these smaller time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, and 5 minute chart for entering trades that can give you very, very high reward risk. And then they can, and obviously these kind of trades can really ramp up your account in a hurry. But again, you have to understand the process first. Otherwise, you can do a really big damage to your account. Okay, hope that helps. Okay, so there you go. I hope you found that interesting. And I should clarify, by the way, that the 4-to-1 reward risk that I mentioned is what you would achieve if you held the trade to the Fibonacci extension that I showed. This is why there's always going to be differences in results between traders because of trade management and risk tolerance, etc. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Just contact me at my email address, which is in the text below this video, or in the email that you received. If you want more information on how to join our services, there's a link there as well. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Take care.